The Gilded Age Season 3 has premiered and I am so happy the show is back. We open up with seeing Mr. George Russell trying to buy land from miners in Arizona. We'll see how successful he is. Ada takes up a cause against drinking and has a meeting in the house. Agnes expresses her disapproval, as she always does. Miriam and Larry Russell flirts. She tells him she's not ready to be seen in public with him yet, especially after her failed engagement. So totally understand that. A lot of judgmental women back then. Gladys has a secret boyfriend named Billy. Bertha will be furious, but we all know Big Daddy Russell has Gladys's back. Bertha keeps pushing the Duke on Gladys. She kindly informs her mother she doesn't like him. Aurora's husband informs her that he's met someone else and wants a divorce. She refuses to divorce him, especially because of the implications it may have on her as a woman in high society. He seemingly wants a divorce for just no good reason. I guess he's bored. He met someone that I guess he clicks with. I don't know. It just seems so superficial, but we'll see where this goes. Aurora tells Ada and Agnes about the divorce. Agnes basically tells her that no one will want to be seen with her. You know what Agnes does. She's not the best person to pour your heart out to, but Ada and Miriam basically tell Aurora that she'll always have their support. Oscar is down in the dumps. Clearly his mother's not feeling him right now, and I can tell you what, if he lost all my fucking money, his ass will be out in the street. But nonetheless, a mother's love. He's still being housed. He's a little depressed because obviously he's out of work and has no money. Oscar and Ada have a chat. She tells him she'll house him, feed him, and even clothe him. But this you must do on your own. He must find his own way as a man. And I totally agree with them. Peggy becomes ill and is bedridden in this episode after traveling in the snow. I knew that she would get sick. Hopefully everything turns out okay. Larry and Jack meet, and Larry appears to have trouble identifying different pieces of the clock. Jack asks if he's sure he doesn't want him at the meeting. Larry tells him he can manage. Agnes calls a doctor to check on Peggy. However, he refuses to treat her because she's colored. How horrible. Agnes is clueless as to what to do, and Oscar instructs her to contact Peggy's parents immediately. Next, Gladys and Bertha argue about marriage. She's clearly pushing the Duke on her. Gladys pleads with her, basically telling her she loves her husband. Why doesn't she want the same for her? Bertha tells her that she's looking out for her. She will be the talk of high society and will be influential. Gladys is not trying to hear any of that. We see her pack a few bags and flee into the night. And this is where the episode ends. I thought this was a good premiere episode. They pick right up where everything left off. I knew that Gladys and Bertha were going to have conflict with her trying to force the Duke on her, which is just insane, but it was a common practice back then. So we'll see how that turns out. I can't believe that doctor refused to treat Peggy. But, I'm glad that this show isn't shying away from the prejudice of people back then. It makes it more realistic and not just beautiful gowns and, great scenery. So the writing was on point. Once again, as usual, just everything. The cinematography, it was just very much well done. So overall, I rate this episode a solid B+. If you like this review, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.